Our final segment here on Offside Sports brought to you by Turtlebox Audio. Live free, listen louder. Find their amazing lineup of outdoor Bluetooth speakers at turtleboxaudio.com. And as always, a big thank you to Paul Teran, everybody at 84 Lumber in Otay Mesa, California. They supplied us with the materials for our brand new set. You can reach out to Paul for all your building questions and needs at paul.teran, T-E-R-A-N, at 84lumber.com. And I think, guys, we're going to be in our new stage in the new studio here in a matter of weeks.
Good deal.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I've really enjoyed the old style steak booth.
Yeah.
But we're going to spread out. We're going to be in chairs. We're going to have a coffee table. We're going to have props.
Fancy.
All sorts of stuff. Dave, you and I can't wear skirts. We don't want people to, you know what I'm
See
saying?
your awesome legs.
Sorry. I think I've spit on both of you twice today during the show, and I just did it again. My apologies out there. All right, before we get to the boss, which is the bet, the bet of the show.
Hits you in the lip. And you have to act like it didn't happen.
Oh, I know. Or when you're talking with somebody and they spit, and God, if they hit you in the face, you just go. Yeah. Anyhow, what were you saying? All right, let's get to the gist of the show. That is the GOTS for today. Allison, what do you have?
Philip Rivers officially retired from the NFL.
God, number 17.
Did his official announcement. I happen to love him. I thought he was an incredible player. I love the passion that he played with. He played with the passion of a little boy, heart, determination.
Yep.
But he also had an extremely strong work ethic and dedication to the game. He was a guy who loved his teammates, loved the team aspect of football.
Sure.
And here's a little bit of what he had to say on Monday at his official announcement.
Goes fast. I'm thankful to have had guys like Nick Hardwick and Chris Dillman and Jeremy Clary and Marcus McNeil and Mike Goff. And these guys, they really cared about me. Like, you know, I mean, they actually really genuinely wanted to keep me clean. They took it personal if I was getting just drilled under the chin. Like, they were upset. Because I always wanted to be tough like the offensive line. I didn't want to let those guys down. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Y'all are something now. Hey, you already got me in your crowd, brother. And now y'all are doing this. Golly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dang.
What's up, baby?
Hey, man.
Good to see you.
Golly. Had me in here bawling, crying about 2 minutes ago, and then y'all came in the door. Yeah, all right. I can still go. It better be longer than a day, daggone it.
So I love that. I love seeing his pure joy and seeing his teammates come to support him in that moment, which is a big moment for any professional athlete. I don't know that people, you know, we're so quick to say, oh, that guy sucked today, and, you know, that guy's making too much money, and all of those things. But I think for the athletes themselves, and obviously I've not been a professional athlete, but I've been around a lot of them, when it's over, when it ends, it's very emotional because it's just done. And he's finding other ways to stay involved in football. He's coaching high school football in Alabama, and he's really doing an exceptional job with, you know, the next group coming up. And I hope that they all get that passion and especially that love for their teammates that Philip always had on display while he was playing, and clearly still now today.
It is such a travesty that he was not able to win a Super Bowl as a member of the San Diego Chargers. I mean, the guy played a friggin' AFC Championship game without an ACL.
Yeah.
Without a knee.
Without a knee. Didn't complain about it, didn't bitch and moan about
Didn't
it.
even know about it till weeks later.
Exactly. Other players were like, oh, hangnail, and they sat on the bench, but Philip Rivers was just, you're right, Allison, you hope every single football player on your team, if you're a coach, is Philip Rivers. And one of the greatest trash talkers on earth, and never swore.
Never.
But man, just chirping at guys on the field and stuff like that. And I know for a fact that Raider players loved to hit him and loved to take shots at him, stuff, because he would bounce up and get in their face and chirp
Say,
and then
"Dadgummit!"
yeah, and then snap the ball and kill them for a touchdown and just run and look at them and do that. I mean, great competitor, great human being, helping keep the population up in the United States. How many kids does he have now?
9, I think.
10, I
9
think.
or 10.
I had so much fun watching him. I spent a lot of time in the players and coaches and media parking lot when the Chargers were in San Diego.
Yeah.
And he would come rolling in his pickup truck.
Always.
Literally just a Chevy pickup truck.
Yep.
Nothing fancy. A couple kids would come out the back. There were stuff rolling around the back of the truck. And he'd get out in his cowboy boots and his bolo tie. He was just down to earth. One of my sons, when he was about 10 years old, was playing basketball in the park with a bunch of buddies. Philip Rivers happened to be at the park with his wife and a couple of his kids, ran over to the boys. "Hey, y'all, mind if I play? My name's Phil." And they were all like, we know who you are.
Of course, of course.
And he played basketball with them for, an afternoon. So he just is who you see. That's who he is.
Remember, he played in 240 straight games. Pretty amazing. And not to his fault, but the Chargers are still the only team in NFL history to have the #1 offense and the #1 defense in the same year and not make the playoffs. And that's pretty amazing to do that. You know how you get by, though, Mike, on that schedule that stops all of a sudden as you see him crying? $300 million.
Oh,
$300 million kind of makes like, I'm going to be okay.
It soothes the wound a little bit. Dave Palet asked Philip Rivers one of the greatest questions I've ever heard somebody ask. Now, this is actually a good question. Ask a pro quarterback. Because we talk about, in Major League Baseball, they're always saving pitchers' arms and how many innings did you throw. And Allison, one time we were doing the show, and Dave asked Philip Rivers, who'd come over to the table after practice, how many passes have you ever thrown in your life? When you think about practice, you think about games, you think about off-season workouts, you think pitchers put a lot of strain on their arms? Holy crap, an NFL quarterback, college quarterback for that matter, they never count how many passes you've tried to get out of that damn thing.
He says 300 a day at least.
Easily.
And no one's getting Tommy John surgery from the NFL.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not. That was Jeremy Clary, Chris Dillman, Marcus McNeil, and a personal friend of
Nick
the three of
Hardwick.
us, Nick Hardwick, who maybe, and it was too bad that Mike Goff couldn't be there. Mike is now an assistant coach at Colorado State, but maybe one of the best Charger offensive lines they've ever had. And guys who would literally, Chris Dillman brawled every friggin' game. If someone took a cheap shot at Philip, Chris Dillman was the enforcer. And he was the one who'd say, I might get thrown out, but I'm taking a punch at this guy the next play. Always happened.
And the way Philip acknowledged that, like, they kept me clean. They fought for me.
Yeah.
And, guys don't show up when you're giving your retirement thing in the middle of the summer in Alabama unless they really love you. And I think that speaks volumes about all of them as human beings.
Did Philip get a little fat? Look a little fat in the face.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little
You
chubby.
tell him. You tell him.
Well, I'm not
He's
really a
still very
picture of health
attractive.
either.
Chicken fried steak in Alabama, really good, but it's really fattening. I've had it.
All the sugar in the sweet tea. All right, let's get to our bots. That is the bet of the show, brought to you by PrizePicks, the #1 daily fantasy platform in all of the world. So easy to do. Just click on PrizePicks.com and sign up today. Allison Ratslaff, who is 4-1. Just kicking butt. She's 4-1, so that gives her +3 points. Dave and I are both 2-3. That keeps us at -1, so we have a little room to make up on. Last week, Allison, you had Boston's Trevor Story, more than 0.5 bases versus the Cubs. Hit a 2-run homer. You won there. I had Tommy Fleetwood, more than 36 holes, shot holes 10 through 18 in round 1 of the Open. He had 35 shots, so I lost. And Dave, Colin Ray, less than 4 strikeouts versus the Red Sox. He struck out 5. You lost there as well. All right, Allison, since you are #1 with the
queen.
bullet, who are you going with today?
Toronto's Bo Bichette.
That's
sorry.
Dante's son, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
More than half total bases against Detroit.
Okay, so up.
I
more-
love that.
more than-
That is a bet that it's what I did last week too. I love
Sure.
the total bases.
Is that
All
total
right.
bases or hits? Is
I
what
did-
you have today.
Oh, no, I did total bases.
Okay.
Oh, total
Right,
bases. Okay,
yes,
so
that's
we'll
just-
correct that.
yeah.
Total bases. Dave, who you going with?
I'm going Sonny Gray today, taking on the Padres. And Sonny Gray, the Cardinals look like they're going to be trading players off. And I think Sonny Gray is a guy that can be traded
Yeah.
in the next week and a half. And if he wants to basically put that value up and get traded,
Yep.
he's going to have a big game against the Pods. I think he gets more than 3.5 strikeouts. Half that Padre team cannot hit, and I think he can get it. And
Oh my.
we can talk about the defense. Half of them couldn't catch
Seven-
half that Padre
seven-game
team
losing
couldn't
streak
catch
by the
COVID, but
boys
that's a
in
whole other
blue.
story. But I'm going Sonny Gray.
I'm going with Tigers pitcher Reese Olson. He's taking on, the Tigers are taking on Toronto, and I say that he's going to give up more than 0.5 walks in this game against the Toronto Blue Jays. Again, it's PrizePicks, prizepicks.com. So easy to sign up. Just click on it. Start playing your daily fantasy today. As we put a lid on this episode of Offside Sports, massive thank you to everybody here at the Loft 100 Studios for making this show possible. Thanks to Turtle Box Auto, Municipal Clothing, Emerald Spirit Tequila, veteran owned, premium craft, purposeful mission, exceptional taste, and 84 Lumber for their partnership and support. Most of all, thanks to you for hanging with us. For Dave Palet, Allison Ratslaff, I'm Mike Costa. We're going to see you next time.